What is the background surrounding the pill? The birth control pill revolutionized society's view on pregnancy. According to Megan L. Kavanaugh, a principal research scientist at the Guttmacher Institute, American women were extremely constrained in their ability to delay, space, or prevent pregnancies, since existing methods of contraception before birth control were often unreliable or ineffective, such as herbal methods or tracking a woman's menstrual cycle. This didn't allow for efficient planned pregnancy. Another popular birth control method was abstinence. This remained the only 100% reliable method of preventing pregnancy. This held true until Margaret Sanger. In her 70s, Sanger achieved one of the greatest accomplishments of her career. After advocating for preventative pregnancy measures and the right to use contraception while being president of Planned Parenthood, she continued to make significant strides in the research and development of the century's most revolutionary medical breakthrough, the pill. She had developed a method that was nearly 100% effective, something unheard of prior to birth control. How is birth control different than other contraceptive methods? Besides the socioeconomic effects, the medical impact that birth control had stretched far. Unlike existing methods, the birth control pill was not only used for family planning, but for controlling women's menstrual cycles, relieving endometriosis symptoms, and even preventing ovarian cysts. The extensive research of hormonal regulation led to a greater understanding of reproductive biology, which paved the way for a piqued interest in women's reproductive health research. How did the introduction of the pill affect society?
They say a woman's place is in the home, and I suppose as long as she's in the home, she might as well be in the kitchen.
The introduction of the birth control pill had a profound effect on society, specifically the economy. The ability for women to control when they wanted to have a child allowed them to have access to opportunities they would not have otherwise, such as attending school of higher education, as well as maintaining a career. In the economic benefits of birth control and access to family planning, a study found that for women who had legal access to birth control, college enrollment was 20% higher. As a result of obtaining college degrees, this opened up doors to higher paying jobs. This availability of higher paying jobs for women allowed a restructuring of the nuclear family, as well as a transition to women taking the role of the breadwinner.
A small way.
Do you feel that some girls have too much talent and ability to waste on a home and children?
Yes, I think many girls do. But some girls have a great deal to offer, and they certainly don't make any contribution to the business world, sitting home with their children or cooking dinner for their husband.
Go on, Miss Bates.
Well, many talented girls deserve a better life than that. They need that feeling of independence, of...
What is the broader concept that can be credited to the adoption and use of birth control? The adoption and use of effective birth control methods is directly tied to gender equality, the reason being that birth control increases the ability to family plan, inherently allowing women to pursue education, career opportunities, and alternate life goals. When women have access to reliable birth control, they hold this control over their reproductive lives that in turn leads to greater economic independence and improved health outcomes, which leads to greater societal participation. However, in societies where birth control isn't accessible or legal, women are expected to take on all caregiving responsibilities, with being a mother as their only life purpose. Alternatively, women with access to birth control are alleviated from the burden of caregiving, allowing them to maintain a life outside of being a mother.
And of course, is equal rights to have a job, to have respect, to not be viewed as a piece of meat. Equal rights to set forth our own humanity, equal rights to get into graduate programs, to get into schools, to training programs. We're the bottom third of the employment in terms of pay. We represent, nonetheless, 34% of the workforce, yet we're the first to be laid off and the last to be hired. There aren't frivolous demands at all. We just want what men have had all these years.
Overall, the use of birth control solved the overarching problem of lack of reproductive control for women. In turn, this sparked the second wave of feminism that encouraged women to become more educated and apply for higher-paying jobs. The hormonal research birth control required launched more research into women's reproductive health, pushing for more strides medically. The pill completely restructured family life and society for women while revitalizing the importance of body autonomy and reproductive research.